filming, but we can
Oh, it started a lot earlier this time. Hello, the internet.
I started way early. We're not prepared.
No,
we're
it's
start
way
over
longer.
Again. Ready?
No, let's keep it. Yeah, we weren't ready. I just said we weren't. Fuck off. Yeah, so Birdman, or the unexpected virtue of ignorance. You can see that we weren't ready. As you can tell, as usual, this is Unprofessional Movie Reviews.
Yeah.
Yo, it's our second video. Maybe we uploaded it different. Might be our first. Might be our fifth.
Be our 13th.
Yeah.
Could be any higher than that, though.
Well, yeah, no.
We're not making
not that many good movies left this year.
No.
And then we're gonna come into the bad movie season, and we're gonna be talking about garbage, like.
No, we're just gonna talk about Game of Thrones. We'll be reviewing that.
Yeah, that's it. Anyways, Birdman, holy shit. The way that we're gonna do this, I'm gonna say what I love about it. He's gonna say what he loves about it, what likes about it, the positives, and then I'm gonna go with negatives, which will be really quickly. I actually came up with one.
Really?
Yes. No, you have to nitpick.
No.
You have to nitpick. And then he's going to say his negatives, which apparently isn't going to be anything, and then we're going to give our score.
All right.
Or do you want to start off with positive?
Well, I mean, there's the movie is a positive. Just the movie. Everything about it. I mean, if you didn't know, it's all filmed to be in the style of one long tracking shot. So just one single camera following them around, weaving through. It's great. It keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time because you don't get the breaks between scenes. The closest you get is towards the end. And that'd be the only one where I noticed that could have been obviously a break there when he passes out on the curb.
Yeah.
Other than
that. I totally forgot about that break.
Other than that was the only obvious break I could find. And it wasn't even that was the only one where I could have been like, yes, that's where they broke that shot. But otherwise, up to that point, I'm like,
just a non-stop.
It was like, oh my god, did they just film 4 hours, 3 hours of a movie, just one camera, just moving between? If someone fucks up, they're just ruined.
As he said, tracking shot. I guess I still haven't looked it up. I'm highly doubt it's all one tracking shot, but the way it's edited is it's seamless throughout the whole fucking movie. And that's what makes this movie so damn compelling, is it's just no breaks. It goes scene of something intense happening, turn the corner, scene of something intense happening, pick somebody out of that scene, he walks down a hallway, do another room, and then something intense is happening. And it's just fucking awesome. Now, we'll start performances first.
Well, yeah, the director is the performance.
Yeah, he's the performance. His name's so confusing. I really wish I knew it up top of my head, but this is honestly the first time I've ever heard his name was this movie, and I don't know who the fuck he is or why the fuck he can who does he think he is? Just coming up and showing us this shit. We have no idea it's gonna be good, and it's this good. Honestly, Scorsese's killing himself. Because he's like, you figured it out that fast? Fuck that director. That guy sucks. I waited for... I made Mean Streets in the 70s, and I didn't get it. Don't bring up Shyamalan. Martin Scorsese does Mean Streets in the 70s. He doesn't get a Best Director award until fucking Departed. And this dude's gonna do it this year. If this movie doesn't sweep out the Oscars, I'm murdering everyone at the Oscars. Well, even that cast.
Well,
it needs at least sweeps. Editing, cinematography, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Actor. Those, if they don't get those, I'm going to bite my tongue out.
Yep.
Yeah. So, now, going down performances, I'm going to say the ones that I'm going to start from, I think, best to worst, but they're all the best that I've ever seen of these actors. I'm going to state that right now, everyone's best. First one, of course, you're going to have to start with the man, Michael Keaton. I did not know Keaton was that good of an actor. I could tell he did the gimmicky Burton stuff because he was in Burton's Batman, and he did that well. And then I could tell he did Beetlejuice, which was also gimmicky Burton stuff. He was like Johnny Depp before Johnny Depp was Johnny Depp, in my eyes. And then he did Multiplicity, that no one has seen Multiplicity. I don't think you have.
I haven't.
He clones himself, so he talks. There's towards the end, there's 4 of him. The clone he first makes of himself to go to work, and then the clone that he makes of him, and he becomes like the really rough, 5 o'clock shadow Michael Keaton, because all he does is do construction all day. And then he clones himself to be around the house. So he's like the family man. So there's those three. And then the two clones clone off of themselves, and turns out that clone's retarded. And then there's the retarded Michael Keaton. So that movie showed me that Michael Keaton could act, but that was 20 years ago. That was forever ago. And then this came out, and I don't know if this movie was written for him or not. It kind of has to be, because it's about him. It's kind of a parody of him. And it's not a parody in the airplane parody. It's the parody of the fact that, like, it takes itself 100% serious, but it's not at the same time. So, his performances, you got him, and then going right into, who's the chick, the blonde chick who's in it, Watts. Naomi
Watts?
That was who it was, right?
Yeah. We're going to hope that there was.
Yeah, or else, oops. She was awesome in it. Very small. I don't know if they did. The one thing I really noticed, this isn't negative or anything, just little, how old she looks. Because they did this scene where she's about to kiss another chick, and the lighting just hits her in the worst ways. And I was like, did she okay that scene? That makes her look 50 or older. Ugh. But no, she was amazing in it. And then before I make it to the biggest one, oh my God, I'm going to have to go with Norton. And when I say this is Norton's best, I want you to know my favorite movie ever, one of them, is Fight Club. Yeah. This is one of the only movies that actually forced me to read a book. And that's hard for me to do, because I don't read books, except for comic books.
Doesn't count.
It does. There's words, pages, different
times.
And I've read the book, and it's even after reading the book, I wasn't like, the movie did it wrong. No, Fight Club's a good movie. Partly because of Fincher, partly because of Brad Pitt, but mostly because Norton kicks ass, and he blew that performance out of the water. He blew himself. I would say he blew himself out of the water, and sexually, which actually kind of fits too, because this character is the most self-righteous, parody of himself, just like Keaton. Mm-hmm. Because I guess I didn't know this.
And I've heard about it before, which is I knew that
Norton's really hard to work with.
Notoriously, extremely hard to work with.
Yeah, I guess
he has like the best line in the movie.
Oh,
so after the whole deal, so Michael Keaton's character.
You're gonna spoil more again.
Well, yeah, that's what I do. Okay, spoilers again.
God,
it's just the story.
It's hard enough for them to want to watch this, and then you have to
just fine, whatever.
Say the line.
Done.
Do it.
What? No, I'm not going to do it now. Too late. I'm going to ruin it at the end then.
All right, we'll make him say it. Okay, Emma Stone.
Oh, God.
Holy shit, Emma Stone. Where was her chops? I didn't know she was a good actor. I was like, no, I knew she was decent. I knew that she was, I never got mad that she was on screen. Easy A was a movie I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Stanley Tucci's the reason I enjoyed that movie, and whatever the teacher's name is, Church something, and his relationship with Lisa Kudrow. But Emma Stone was like good enough for me to watch a movie with her. Yep. She wasn't like one of those really bad actresses, but I didn't think that she could. She steals a scene from Norton, and not only that Norton's an amazing actor, but this is an amazing actor's most amazing performance, and she rips the scene away from him.
Yep.
Fuck. Great. Loved it.
Rant. Yep. Goes on against.
Yeah. And I was gonna bring that scene up. Now, when it comes to the tracking shot, which gives you, I want to just punch that cat. We have a lot of cats. We don't actually hit cats. We don't endorse hitting cats.
Not on camera.
Not with witnesses like this. And with a beer, that's the lawsuit waiting to happen. No, as I was saying with the tracking shots, there's a scene that follows Keaton a little bit. I can't even remember what happens before he goes in this room. And then he goes to this room, has this big, long conversation with Emma Stone, who's playing his daughter. She yells at him. He tries to fight back. She just butchers him verbally because she was smoking a joint.
Yep.
And then she leaves. All right, I guess I am spoiling, but I'm just telling you how amazing the scene is. And then she leaves the room, and it doesn't follow her. And the camera doesn't cut yet. Stays there with him. And he fucking sits there, contemplates everything she just said, almost has like a cry moment, takes a few hits of the joint, puts it out, breathes, and then he moves on and has another fucking scene.
Yeah.
That's like 15 minutes of really hard shit to film. Damn. Okay. I think I got enough positives. I mean, we're already going more time than we plan on, and we haven't got to anything else we're going to say yet.
Well, let's see your one negative.
My one negative. Gary Oldman's not in it.
Okay.
That's it. In order to be a perfect movie, we got to have Gary Oldman, and this defies it. This movie, I can't find a flaw. And that's really hard for me to say. I've said that about like 3 other movies ever, and they're not Godfather. Fuck you, Godfather's boring. And they're not Apocalypse Now either.
So we're not getting beyond 10 subscribers after that.
No. Sorry. They're Godfather fans.
You just tanked this before we even got off the track.
Fuck you. Take Francis Ford Coppola. Shove them up your ass.
Movie.
I love Francis Ford Coppola. I just think that movie's good. I'm not going to review Godfather right now. Godfather's good, but it isn't like end-all, be-all movies.
All right.
Star Wars is. Everyone knows that.
Well, obviously, but...
Let's go with the ratings right now.
Yep.
And... I know you guys haven't seen us do any reviews, but this is probably going to be the only time I'm doing this. I'm giving it 10 out of 10 man banana hammocks.
All right.
The best wardrobe in the movie. But I'm giving it 10 out of 10, and that's really hard for me to say.
All right.
It's up there with me. I'm dropping the names. It's up there with Pulp Fiction, and it's up there with fucking Shawshank Redemption. It's in those movies.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Out.
9 out of 10, little red caps in the gun. The scene that I was going to spoil, that'll make sense once you see that.
Oh, God, that scene's so good. I almost did 10 out of 10 broken gin glasses. I was that close, but I didn't know how to draw a broken gin glass. So I went with the...
Well, I thought you were going to do the nose.
10 that's really spoily.
Broken beaks.
Broken beaks. There we go. Broken beaks. Okay, it took us a while to see Birdman because it came out and broke records in like 3 screens that made a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Their per screen average was like, it was like either $100,000, it was or $10,000. It was a shit ton of money per screen, and that's unheard of. So it finally made it out to the shitty area of the country that we live in, and we finally got to watch it, and thank God it was worth the wait. It's an amazing movie. If you haven't gone and seen it, really, drive. I would drive to it. If it stopped playing at our theater and I found out it was 5 hours away, which it will, and I found out they're still playing it 5 hours away, I will pay the gas to drag somebody to it and pay for their ticket. It's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's pretty much it. I was going to say we could talk about what movies we want to see coming up next, but it's pretty much just Foxcatcher now.
That's all I haven't seen yet.
And we have to review Gone Girl.
Yeah.
We saw that right when that came out, but...
Yeah, I guess we could...
Probably my favorite performance. I'm saying that right now.
Obviously. Okay. We're rambling on about... Let's talk about
stuff because